don't know. Shalom, 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 shalom. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. I didn't notice that. Okay, so shalom, shalom, Most High in Christ. I hope all is well. Hope all is well with y'all. Um, y'all gotta forgive me. I was planning on going right into what it is I want to talk about, but I didn't realize my phone was only on 9%. I just got off. Y'all gotta please forgive me. I literally just got off and just made it in. I was getting ready to go ahead and talk about this subject. I mean, this situation, but I only got 9%. So I'm about to charge up and come back if the Lord allows it. It's just been a lot going on. Y'all haven't heard anything from this side in a minute, but due to the ebbs and flows of life, conditions, it was. I had to put my head down for a minute, and the conditions didn't allow me to film or be back here. But we thank the Most High. We still rocking, still breathing, still here. As we begin the course to rebuild this thing, to put a place back, the congregation back in place. You know how it goes. As you start to get to those points, you start to build towards those things. As you get closer, like while you're going through the hell, everything is just what it is. But as you start to get closer to the end of those trials or tribulations or those things that were holding you down, wearing you down, Satan start working. Satan start working. So it's like, as long as, like, I'll give you an example. As long as the congregation or the financial parts and all that stuff was out of whack, the brotherhood was fine. It's only when we start to get to the end of it and now everything's getting ready to come back together that Satan throws something out there and he puts a rink in the brotherhood. Why? Because as far as us getting it built up and stuff, the foundation of the stuff, all that's coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? We made it through that struggle, made it through that. But now you get into the end of the struggle and everything. Satan ain't gonna just, he ain't gonna just lay down and let you win, right? He's gonna throw ripples everywhere. And that means if he can crack it. What does scripture say? I know we ain't got much time. Like I said, I'm gonna come back because I don't got enough juice on this phone to even really talk about what I want to talk about. So I'm just side noting right now. It says, 1 Peter chapter. I'm looking at it right now. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8, and it reads, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." So it's telling you to be aware. So just to keep that thought fresh, what I was saying, you got to think about it. You may be in a situation where you were jobless. You may be in a situation where you were homeless. You may be in a situation where you were congregationless. Whatever, like you may have things that were stopping the fellowship of actual coming together, but the unity of everybody was still together. So Satan was able to allow the unity to be there, the communication and stuff like that. But that's because the foundation of the things of place where we would complicate wasn't standing. we were a long, long journey away from getting back to where we could do these things the right way, right? So Satan could relax on that, but just keep being a, a deterrent, or just being Satan. He just kept doing things like, okay, this job don't come through, or this particular situation don't turn out the way that it need to, or everything looks good and then all of a sudden BS pops up here. And that's the type of things that was going on to stop us from getting to a certain point. But now that those things have come to an end and there's nothing he can do on that department no more, he switches it up. Devil said, the scripture tells us to be prepared, because Satan's going to try to throw all wiles of the devil. He's going to Salakia. Scripture tells us to be aware for all the wiles of the devil, all the tricks of the devil. Meaning what? He may have been attacking one thing. He may have been stopping us from being able to convocate, but he didn't stop our unity. But now that we get to a point where we this close to being able to convocate again, let me stop the convocation. How? Let me throw a dart at the brotherhood. Let me throw a dart at the sisterhood. Let me throw a dart at this. Let me throw a dart at the unity. Let's throw friction up in here. That's Satan's word. Be wild, beware. That's why scripture tells us, be sober, be aware, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Whom he may devour. When it says he's seeking whom he may devour, that ain't just. I want you to get out of that corner thought and just understand that when Satan get to working, he is working to destroy us in whichever way he may destroy us. And if that means he's stopping our convocation, he's going to stop our convocation. If he got to attack our unity, he's going to attack our unity. If he got to attack our brotherhood, he's going to attack the brotherhood. Satan is going to try to devour us in whichever way he may be able to succeed. That's why I said be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And how he does it don't matter. The job is just to get, the mission is just to get the job done. And that's the what? Destroy the purpose at hand. And that's the unity, the brotherhood, the convocation. That's to destroy what we know as one nation. So be prepared for the wiles of the devil. Be prepared. Be prepared. But and that's why you see we get to this point now where we get so close to this close to being able to communicate again, and now he throws frictions into the brotherhood, because that's Satan with his wiles, his tricks. But what the scriptures tell us. Let's go to, and I ain't gonna hold it long because I'm telling you right now I'm down to 7 seconds. My phone's going real fast. Yeah, give me a second. Let me find what I'm looking for. Let me find it. Okay, Ephesians chapter 4. Now that's one of the main things Satan will attack. He will attack the unity. He will attack the brotherhood. And that's why the Lord told us here. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 4 and let's start at verse 3. Let's start at 1. Ephesians 4 and 1. And it reads, I therefore, meaning I therefore, you therefore, me therefore, but in this time, Paul, I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called. You walk worthy of the vocation where you are called. The job that you were called to do, you better walk worthy of that motherfucker. That's what it's telling you here. If I was to give it to you straight, no filter. Whatever you were called to do, whatever your position, you better play it and you better walk it right. Right? It says, with all lowliness and meekness and long suffering, forbearing one another in love. Why? Salakia. So I said why? And to a point, because here's the whole point of why we're here. Remember, We said Satan will devour whom he may devour, and however he may devour. And that means if he can attack the brotherhood and destroy the unity, he will, which is why even furthermore, we take heed when we read scriptures like Ephesians 4:3. And it reads, let's start at 2. With all lowliness and meekness and with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, endeavoring to keep the unity in the spirit of the bond of peace. We are endeavoring to keep this unity in the spirit and the bond of peace. Endeavoring, meaning we fight hard to keep the unity. We fight hard. Because what did the Lord tell us? Go to get that real quick. Because we should all be living to bring joy to the Most High, right? Psalms 133 verse 1. Psalms chapter 133 verse 1. It reads, behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. Let's read it again. Make sure it makes sense to you. Let's read it. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard went down to the skirts of his garments. What is this telling you? That oil that went on him, that anything that oil touched and made it holy. So it's saying that the unity of brotherhood is better than the oil that made shit holy. Anything that oil touched and made it holy. The Lord said, behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity, which is why that's one of the main things Satan will attack. That's one of the main things Satan will attack. Now, how does all of this fit into what tussling shit? Because we're in the nation of Israel, people. I'm going to leave one nation for a second. The issue that y'all seen went down between, I know y'all, because y'all been writing me about it. So let's hear it. Let's get into it. The ISUPK and IUIC tussle. I'm gonna start off like this. Damn, and I only got 4% left on my phone, so I'm gonna start it, but we're gonna have to come back to. We're gonna have to pick up, and I'm gonna have to charge up, and we're gonna come back and do this. All right. So first and foremost, I want to start like this. Every time something happens in the nation, anything happens, everybody hits to social media. Oh my God, y'all destroyed the nation. This is a big hit to the nation. It made us look bad. Oh my God, the nation. Calm your ass down. Okay? Woo. Nation of Israel, hear me. Listen to the Judea real quick. Blow it on out. Take it in with me. And blow it on out. It's all good. It's all good. Israel, I'm gonna be honest, man, we dramatic as hell. It's only really big to us who's inside the nation. When you put your eyes out to the world and your ears to the world and stuff, it's not as big as y'all think it is. Name me what religions, because what they gonna say? Oh, the Israelites fought each other. Well, name me what religious group hasn't had a fight. We're overly dramatic. You blow everything out of proportion. Calm down. Calm down. It could be a bad thing, yeah, because it's one of the. It could. I can understand why y'all looking at it so bad because it's two of the biggest camps. But I call them Hollywood camps. I don't concern myself with that. I understand, but those are two of the biggest camps. That's why I can understand why y'all blowing it out of proportion and stuff. But at the end of the day, did anybody get killed? No. Did anybody go to jail? No. Did anything did it really go? No. Not to demean it because of that, but what I'm saying is it's not the worst thing in the world. It isn't the baddest thing. It isn't. You're overly dramatic. The nation of Israel is overly dramatic. Anything that happens, we blow it completely out of proportion. Now, with that being said, oh my God, the nation will fight. How they've been fighting each other. It makes us look bad. Listen, man. If you understand, you know this, like, you've been in this truth long enough. Y'all should know. Uh, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can find my damn. Okay, there we go. So it's like, oh, they had a fight. I don't look at it like it's the worst thing in the world. I mean, y'all act like a fight ain't calculated, ain't recorded in the book. I mean, you got two groups that don't like each other, and it was like I said, I want to peel this thing back, but I'm sitting on 3%. I know it's gonna die as soon as I get into it. That's why I don't want to. I'm trying to hold myself because I'm gonna charge this thing up and we're gonna come back. But listen, it had a man. Listen, what the scripture? I'm gonna get Exodus 21 real quick. Just show you, fighting is in here. It go situation with men. Sometimes it goes there. It goes down. Let's go to the book of Exodus real quick. And got some of y'all, that's why I say y'all gotta stop pushing up on brothers and disrespecting brothers, and you know what I'm saying? If you push up on us, you better be ready for the bullshit. It's coming. I ain't playing though. Exodus 21 verse, watch this. Exodus 21 in verse 18. Exodus 21:18, and it reads, and if men strive together, so two men striving together, so now they done had an issue, now it done turned into something. They fighting. So it says, if two men strive together, and one smite another with a stone. So now it's getting physical. He done picked up a stone and hit this mother across the head with it, or hit him with it. So this lets you know the altitude of the fight. It's a real fight. Two men, they fight together. They got to the point where one picks something up and hit the other one. A real fight. You hear this nation Israel in our book, in the first 5 books, in the book of the laws, it's talking about a fight that happened. And it got serious. So serious that somebody got hit in the head with a stone. Go ahead. And if men strive together, and one smite another with a stone, or with his fist, and he died not, but keepeth his bed, meaning what? This man, they got to a fight or something like that, and the man got beat so bad that he got put on bed restriction. So this is telling you how violent it got. He was put in bed rest. He didn't die, but he was put on bed rest. What happened? Verse 19, if he rise again and walk abroad upon his staff, then he shall if he rise again and walk abroad upon his staff, then shall he that smote him be quit. Only shall he pay for the lost time, and shall cause him to be thoroughly healed. So, see what I'm saying? I read that for a reason, just to show that there were fights in here. It lets you know that there were, between men, sometimes things would go left and fights would happen. And some fights, if it got so serious that one person had to be hurt, one person was hurt and couldn't fend for their family and all that stuff, the person who they were fighting with would then have to carry those costs and those things until that man was finally able to get up and prepare for his family again. So what I'm not doing is because I'm showing you that a fight isn't exactly the worst thing in the world. It happens. It happens. Okay? So now let's go into it. We got to break this shit down and let's really talk about what's going on. What's what? One group everybody kind of knows about. It's been talked about for a while. ISUPK and their behavior and the way that they deal amongst other brethren and pushing up on people and stuff like that. IUIC, y'all are a little more sneaky and underhanded, but y'all are not innocent. You're not innocent. But like I was saying, I don't want this thing to die because as y'all, I know if y'all been seeing this, you know I'm finna bring that fire and you know it's good. So I'm gonna charge this thing up because I'm literally on 3%. I'm gonna charge this thing up. I'm on 3%. And I'll be back. Shalom most high in Christ. Shalom most high in Christ. And I'll see y'all in a little bit. Shalom. I mean Lord's will. Lord's will. I still gotta go. I got jobs I gotta do today. But Lord's will, we will be back to deal with this today. Shalom.